What is up guys, my name is Ignas, welcome back to the channel. July passed and we're back with the dividend portfolio and Revolut update. I have added new money in, bought into 2 stocks and received dividends. First we'll check into the transaction history on the Revolut app, and then we'll go into the portfolio tracker on Google Sheets to further check into the progress and how the portfolio is performing. An early thumbs up is greatly appreciated, and with that out of the way, let's start. So on July 1st, I've added $400 new in and bought into 2 names from the tech sector. So the 400 was split equally into 2 parts. First buy was FIS for 200, got 2.45 of a share at $81.58 per share. And second is Qualcomm QCOM, where for also $200 got 1.56 of a share at $150.66 per share. We'll later go into the portfolio tracker on Google Sheets to check how these positions are now performing. But right now let's go into dividends. So July 1st, consumer staples PepsiCo paid, ticker symbol PEP, $1.82. July 2nd was an interesting day. So it seems that Revolut messed up on the withholding tax calculations. So they corrected it with these 3 lines: 4 cents from Google, 66 cents from McDonald's, and 32 cents from Microsoft. This probably decreased in last month's result, but will in turn increase in July's. Now on July 3rd, another consumer staples paid, Kimberly-Clark. So from ticker symbol KMB, got $2.46. Going further, July 9, I have healthcare Merck, ticker symbol MRK, a larger dividend of $5.39. On the same day, industrials FedEx paid, ticker symbol FDX, $3.48. July 11th, we have consumer discretionary Alibaba, ticker symbol BABA, $3.02. Then July 13th, a healthcare name Medtronic, MDT paid, dividend of $4.32. July 16th, again healthcare, Thermo Fisher Scientific, ticker symbol TMO for 34 cents. July 22nd, the only utilities name in the portfolio, Xcel Energy paid, ticker symbol XCL, $4.05. And the last dividend of the month was July 24th, Communication Services Comcast, ticker symbol CMCSA, with a dividend of $2.77. So these were all the moves and the dividends for the month of July. And now let's go into the portfolio tracker on Google Sheets to further check into the dividend progress. So we are now in the portfolio tracker and the tab for monthly dividends. I summed up all that was received in the month of July, and the sum came in at $28.67. So it is almost $10 more than the same month of previous quarter, where the sum was $19.34, and it is also $12 more than what we got in July of 2024, where the sum for the month was $16.42, so an increase of 74.6%. Now currently the sum for the year is at $174.40, so we need around 2 more months to reach last year's result of almost 240, and afterwards we will still have 3 months left, which will net I think around $80 more, getting us real close to those $400 for the year. Now let's go into the dividend income tab. So the portfolio after the 15% tax should be bringing around $317.51 in dividend income every year, which is $26.46 every month, or 87 cents per day. So recently we have accomplished the monthly clothing expense at $25. Currently we have 105.8% of it. And next up is entertainment with $40. 2/3 of the way there, with 66.1%. Though what actually caught my eye this time is that with the monthly mortgage expense at $280, we are now covering 9.4% of it. But this in turn means that with an annual dividend income of $317, the dividends can now cover 1 monthly mortgage expense every year. So now the next goal could be to get it up to 2. So we have checked into the dividend income, but now let's see how the portfolio is performing. In July I've added into a tech name FIS, currently holding 9.95 of a share, cost basis on the position is $700. Unfortunately the stock just recently got lower, so the gains were lost and the position is now worth $708.32, an increase in the position of 1.19%. This position is now 3.56% of the portfolio, and it is 16.01% of exposure in the information technology sector. Currently, the stock is trading at a dividend yield of 2.34%, and the yield on cost for it is almost the same at 2.37%, while this position is bringing $16.62 in dividends on an annual basis. Now in July, I've also added into the same sector in Qualcomm, ticker symbol QCOM. Currently have 5.94 of a share. Cost basis on the position is $805, and the position is now worth $877.10. So we are up for $72.10, which is an increase of 8.96%. Qualcomm now takes 4.41% of the portfolio, and it is 19.82% of exposure in the tech sector. The stock is now trading at a dividend yield of 2.44%, and since the stock is just a bit up, my yield on cost is 2.65%. Now Qualcomm is a comparatively larger position, currently bringing $21.34 in dividends every year. Summing the dividends up, the portfolio is bringing $373.54 annually, which is now a dividend yield on the portfolio of 1.88%, with a yield on cost of 2.33%. And if I calculate a 15% tax that I will need to pay on this income, I will be left with those $317.51. So currently the portfolio is worth $19,871.43. If we do not get too many corrections, next month's cash addition will bring it to over $20,000. Now from this value I have myself deposited $15,380, which means that we currently have a gain of $4,491.43, which is an increase on the portfolio of 29.2%. So we have checked into how the portfolio is performing, but now let us take a look into the sector weightings to check where we are overweight and which sector should be the focus with next month's cash addition. So in July we added into information technology. Currently we have $4,425.09 in this sector, which makes it 22.27% of the portfolio, but we have a target of 24%, meaning that next month's cash addition or part of it will go into a name from this sector. Now there is consumer staples with $1,706.09, but I would prefer to decrease exposure there. Currently we have 8.59% of the portfolio in the sector, though the target is 2.5% lower at 6%. Maybe I should sell at least a part from the stock of it to rebalance. But there is one more sector that is lacking. Currently in financials we have $2,740.02. This is 13.79% of the portfolio, though I've set a target at 15%. So some money could be transferred to a name from this sector. So that was it with today's dividend portfolio and Revolut update. If you are still interested in details, or would like to use this portfolio tracker for yourself, you can access it free of charge by following the first link at the top of the description. All I ask in return is supporting the channel and leaving a thumbs up under the video. Previously I've made comparisons on dividend paying names, so if you are interested in any of these, then click on a video that is currently on the screen. And that was it from my side. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.